Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokoman here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 21 career mode here with Villarreal. And first of all, let's just clear up the confusion of there was no episode yesterday. I have tried to do daily episodes recently, but I had a few too many of these last night, and that's why I didn't do an episode. Yeah, I had a very sore head, a little bit hungover. I'm feeling better today though, celebrating historical win there for Leeds United. So that's why I drank so much, and I don't advise it for all you people that are young and don't do it. But anyway, let's get into the episode. We've got some suggestions for Mexican players, which is really important because we need a couple of Mexicans. Now, I'm going to search all the players that you guys asked for. I'm not always going to sign the players that you guys asked for, of course, that's the case. But I will always search them. I like to use the scout system. So this is how I usually work it, right? My system will be I will use the scout system. I feel like that's the best way to do it. It's the best way to get something out of it than just individually searching for players. Unless you guys, my scouts, bring me some players that you suggest, then I can go out and actually individually search and scout for that player. So that's usually just how I like to play the game. I've found over the past few years, it makes it a little bit more realistic for me that I can't just go out and say, yeah, he's great, I'm going to have him. I have to use the scouts. Although the scouts are a little bit overpowered and you could kind of get what you want, but I just feel like it adds a little bit of an element. So there were some players that we're going to go and look up now and scout them, and we'll see if they're any good. With the Mexico thing, they have to come from the Mexican League. We have to sign them from, I believe, this is what I believe, I have to sign them from North American leagues and not just players that are from North America. I'm not sure. That's how I've been told it works. But it could be anything. It's FIFA at the end of the day. Let's search these players. And we've got an action-packed episode today, boys. We've got a great one. I'm really excited for it. We're going to kick off against Real Betis, which will be difficult. Valencia and then Valladolid. And, of course, that's when the greatness comes in. That is the transfer window. This episode will have a transfer window. I'm so excited to see what happens. So make sure to get your suggestions in. And we will do deadline day, obviously using those suggestions, in the next episode. So there's plenty of time for you guys to still suggest players. Although we've got quite a few suggested already, and to be honest with you, I'm not looking to do too much in this window, but with the way that we play this, we could easily lose some players because we've got some boys that are in form that are probably going to be wanted by bigger clubs. We've got some release clauses in there that could be met, so who knows what's going to happen in the window. There's definitely potential for us to lose a couple of our favourite players here, players that we don't want to lose, so that is definitely something that could happen. Aside from two North American players, there might be some players we loan out. I'm not really sure in this window we will probably sign anybody else. We're only signing the two North American players because we don't have a choice. The board hate me at the moment, so I'm trying to make them as happy as possible. So I feel like that'll probably be the situation. I don't think we will look to do any other business unless we lose players. So unfortunately, as we expected, Juan Foyth has been recalled by Spurs, and we kind of saw it coming, as well as Harper being recalled by Getafe. Neither player was really playing. I mean, I'm not too upset about it, to be honest with you as well. Foyth, I would have preferred to have kept. I actually quite liked him when we used him, but overall, he was never going to start ahead of our own players. So it is what it is. I'm quite happy because match fitness, well, the sharpness is difficult to keep. Having them not in the squad makes it that little bit easier. So with the transfer window open, we will go in now for Jesus Ferreira. I think it's the right deal to make. I'd like him already. He's showing great potential. He's decent. He's pretty good physically. Well, he's very good physically. He's quick. I like the idea of signing him. Potentially could even retrain him to play on one of the wings. I'm not sure he'll get tons of game time up top this season, but there's a future for him here if he can adapt himself, and I like the idea of having this young American striker. I think it'll add value to the team as well. Let's go and sign him and get that first North American. We will actually pay the release clause because with him being a future star, I imagine in Dallas, they probably wouldn't sell him for less than that anyway. So it's really cool because EA have the MLS and he's actually got a Real player face as well. I actually really like that. Now, we will try and give him a release clause. Let's see what we can work in. What's he valued at? I think we're going to be paying 5 million for him. So I'd like at least double. So let's offer 11 million and hopefully they'll accept that 9.4. Let's see if I can get them up to 10. The release clause thing is extremely annoying. But let's see if we can get them up to at least 10. So I'm near enough doubling my money. Okay, they're going to accept that. So we got 10 million release clause. We have to bear that in mind, though, that we'll probably have to update that over time, especially as he improves as a player. And there we go, Fernandez, first signing of the window done. Now, the other player that we're looking at the moment is a Mexican playing at Pumas. It is Alan Mozo, the 23-year-old right back. We don't really need a right back, but I think he's probably one of the best deals of the players that have been suggested. I think he's probably going to be one of the best deals that we could get in terms of someone that we would actually use. We're also going to loan out Hassan. We've managed to get a short-term deal for him there at Club Bruges. Hopefully it gets him some game time. Unfortunately, he's just not going to play that much here at the moment with Arby in the squad as well. Let's give him some game time. Well, apparently Hassan's difficult to negotiate with. He's decided that, no, I don't want to go to Club Bruges. I want to stay here and sit on the bench. So Hassan's deal to Bruges is not on anymore. We've got an offer for the right back, Lanchini. It's a loan to buy. Obviously, what I'd do there with the loan to buys is I just delegate them instantly with just a loan, and usually comes back with a good deal. And an offer for Gerard Moreno from Arsenal, 39 million. Again, still not really close to what I'd be wanting. We're talking 67 million for someone as in form as Gerard Moreno at the moment. So until someone gets close, I'm not going to renegotiate. We will just reject that one. Well, the good news is, even though it's medium priority, signing one player from North America makes the board extremely happy because now we've got an 83 rating. Has that helped with anything else? No, it's absolutely helped with absolutely nothing else. Said absolutely way too many times there. But yeah, we signed one North American player and we've gone from 73 to 83. So only one more to sign. I've got a couple of scout reports we're waiting back for, but let's get into this game first against Real Betis. Well, full strength squad for this one, as it has just been the international break. We will bring in Albiol though for a start, which I'm excited. Let's get him back to match sharpness now because he's gone down and overall, because he's not been playing, he's getting on a little bit. And if you don't play them as they're getting older, they do decrease a lot quicker. So let's get Albiol some game time. Keep him in tip-top shape. Let's take on Real Betis. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves another beautiful stadium here. Real Betis' stadium here is fantastic. It's lovely to look at. All the stadiums in this league so far that have been put in are really well done. Really, really well done. They're really enjoyable to look at. But let's not be in awe of the stadium for too long. We need to focus on winning this one, and we should have Moreno up top. I do fancy our chances. 15 goals for the season so far. Let's see if we can make it more in this one. So remember, they've got some threats themselves. Nabil Fekir in the team, a player I really like. This Real Betis side will not go down lying down. Will not go down lying down? Won't go down lying down. God, I butchered that, didn't I? Anyway, kick-off time it is. Here we go against Real Betis as they give the ball away instantly there, which is, okay, to my surprise. But Feghouli as well, who remembers how good he was for West Ham. So you know he's one to watch out for in this game today. Fekir's the one that I'm worried about, to be honest with you. His movement, his ability on the ball is unbelievable. So I really am worried about him in this one. Oh, I thought that was going to land to Capoue. Let's see what they can do now. First attack. First game of the day as well, boys. You know how bad I am with the first game of the day. I usually get absolutely battered in defence. So let's see what happens here. Paco Alcácer. Gerard Moreno now out wide. Lovely play. Mike Gomez is making a bit of a run. Can we find Mike Gomez? We can. What can he do from here, though? This is a difficult position to be in. We'll find Epston, or Purvis as I like to call him, and we'll win a free kick in a dangerous position. Feghouli getting himself a free kick. Getting himself a free kick. Giving away a free kick. Let's see what we can do from this position. We haven't had too many opportunities like this, and I'm not very good at these, I'm not going to lie. So I'm just going to dink that one in. It was decent. William Carvalho having to clear that. That was a decent ball in. As you can see the table here, Barcelona in 5th. Madness. Absolute madness. Let's see what we can do with this corner. And we'll whip that one in there, of course, to Gerard Moreno. And Bartra gets there ahead of him. Let's see what we could do with another corner, though. That was good. I like that. That was good. This isn't too bad either. Can't get our head on it, though. Coming forward now with Emerson. He's got more than enough pace to cause us a problem. Pau Torres goes across to him, though. They've got Shepanenko on today. It's his debut. They'll be hoping he has a good game. And wow, just like that, Real Betis 1-0 in the lead. Iglesias with the goal. And that was terrible defending. It's terrible defending to just let them get the pass in. We maybe should have closed down the passer quicker, but I mean, there's not much you can do in that situation. It's the one they outnumbered us. And it's, wow, what a ball that is. And what a dink. Oh, 1-0 down. We've been here before, though. We've been here a few too many times before. Coming forward again now, Betis. They could cause us some problems today. It looks like they might do. Well blocked by Pau Torres. We can't get it out, though. We needed to get that out quicker. Parejo then can't get it out. It's just landing to them every single opportunity at the moment. There's not much I could do about this. I'm winning the ball back. I'm getting the deflection, and the deflection is just going to the opposition. Capoue now will try and clear it, and he finally does get it away. And if Paco Alcacer can get something onto that, he does get something onto it. But the problem is it doesn't send Chukwueze away. But now we do have a bit of room to play. Gerard Moreno now will try and play in Paco Alcacer, but he just doesn't have the legs, does he? Samuel Chukwueze now will be sent through. Can he do? Chukwueze now piling forward. What can he do? Waiting for the run. I just couldn't get the ball. Carvalho was there. Carvalho has done unbelievably there to keep up one with Chukwueze for as long as he did, and then to play in that ball. Betis with a free kick now. Not bad position for them. Capoue tries to get up for that. Real Betis, I think, have dominated possession in this one. And it's a great ball again, and Englazes again. How are they scoring from these angles? It's nuts. But there we go, Englazes with his second of the game, and we're 2-0 down here now. And this is not looking good for Villarreal to start this episode. Again, it's a weird pass that they just... How he bends that round is beyond me. I think the goalkeeper's got to save that, but, I mean, come on, Keeps. Come on, Keeps. He's got to save it, just pure and simple. He's got to save that. Well, 2-0 down, a long way to go, and 2 opportunities for Real Betis that have led to 2 goals, so... I mean, there we go. That's the situation we're in. And now we have to kind of try and rescue this. And I'm not sure we can. We've not really offered anything going forward. That's definitely not changing there with that kind of ball forward. And we've really struggled to win the ball back in this one. Usually, we're very good at winning the ball back, pouncing on mistakes. We've not been good at that in this match. We just haven't been. They've dominated in that sense. And I think this could be second defeat of the season against Real Betis here. Coming forward again now, Betis. We don't want this result to get embarrassing. Although we've played relatively well. They've had 2 opportunities, as I mentioned. They are in the lead. And we need to try and turn our fortunes around here. And Carvalho up against Capoue. And this is the game. I can't win the ball back from them. See, we win it there and there's just no momentum for us. They've won the ball straight back initially. And then Capoue goes in there and he can't win it back. And feels like it's just going to be that kind of game as Neville Fekir nearly scores twice. That's finally a good save from the goalkeeper, but I just cannot get the football off of Real Betis at the moment. Every tackle I'm making is incomplete. Every time we touch the football, it's an incomplete tackle. Well, Fekir piling forward again now in another situation where we tried to clear the ball and we couldn't, and Fekir will not score. We'll win the ball back, but this is another situation where nothing is going our way in this game. Can we look at the replay of that? I just want to show the replay. Nothing is going our way. As you see, they give the ball away for once, which is fantastic. It's lovely. I'm glad they gave the ball away. But this is what happens. We just cannot get any luck go our way at this moment in time. We need something different happening in that second half. We've barely touched the football. Well, a terrible half of football there for us. Let's see if we can turn the tables here in this second half. Or if this game's just beyond us, which it could easily be. I don't think we created anything really going forward in that half of football. And that needs to change in this one. Free kick now for Betis. They'll loft that one in. They nearly won it, but it doesn't matter because they've got the ball back. And that's what matters. Fekir has been a nightmare. Can we close him down though? We can in the end, Pau Torres. Oh, God, we needed that in the end. What are we doing, Chukwueze? What are we doing, Chukwueze? Why are we down the centre? Keep going though. Chukwueze, I think we've got it. Samuel Chukwueze's just offside, I imagine. That's got to be close. That's got to be very close. Oh, it really is. It really is, but he's offside. Well, to be honest with you, boys, I didn't even know Paco Alcacer was on the pitch. I know that's a little bit harsh, but we're going to bring on Jesus Ferreira for the second half. Just see what he can do, because to be honest with you, the way this game's gone, I don't see it changing the second half. I think we're out of this one. I think this is just one of those you chalk down as a bad day at the office, especially when my defenders are reacting like that to a straight ball forward. Come on, boys. That's better, though. That is better from Albiol. He's not had a great game, but that was a better situation to find ourselves in. What can we do now? Oh, what's he done there, Danny Parejo? We have been shocking in this one. We really have. The worst we've played all season. I felt like we played all right against Atletico Madrid. Yeah, we got beaten 3-0, but we've been awful in this one. Well, Parejo will come off now on. Tagaris will come on, and I think this is game over. The way this is going, look, 5 shots for Inglese. Chukwueze's had none, but I don't think we've had a striker with a shot. I don't think we've had a striker have a shot. That's how bad we've been in this match. I genuinely don't think a striker's had a shot on goal. So, I mean, we really need to fix what we're doing. But this could be good. Chukwueze now. He needs options. I'm probably still saying his name wrong. It's Chukwueze, I believe. Chukwueze, sorry. Not Chukwueze. I'll get there in the end, boys. I really will. I think it's Chukwueze. Oh, they're in behind. Joaquin to make it 3-0. And Real Betis have been clinical in this one. And Villarreal have been absolutely awful. Well, Gomez now. It's the first time we've managed to really get forward. I don't think we've had a shot on target, boys. Genuinely don't think we've had a shot on target. That's how bad this game's been for me. I know it's the first of the day. Maybe we can put it down to that. But there hasn't been a shot on target for us. And Real Betis have absolutely dominated. They thoroughly deserve this scoreline. This is really just hitting home that maybe the squad isn't where... You know, it's been roses, hasn't it, at the start of the season, but maybe the squad isn't where it should be. And that's becoming more and more obvious now as the games go on, that we're kind of lacking a little bit. We will whip this one in, though, towards Ferreira, but Bartra's there again. He's had a fantastic game for Real Betis. Well, there we go, guys. Full time and thoroughly deserved victory to Real Betis, and we fall to our second defeat of the season. And again, it's a 3-0 defeat. When we're bad, boys. I mean, when we're good, but when we are bad, it is shocking. Thoroughly deserved from Betis, though. Well, to say we have one of the most potent attacks in the league, I don't know where that was in this match, because one shot on target the entire game. We were shocking. Absolutely shocking. And just look at that pass accuracy for them. 93%. They were a nightmare to deal with. So we might have reached an agreement, hopefully, for a 2-year loan here for Lanchini to go out on loan to Brentford. Hopefully he accepts it. And a transfer offer for Moy Gomez, which is from Manchester United. I will negotiate this one. It needs to be where his release clause is, but Manchester United come in for Moy Gomez. There would be a negotiation here. Let's see what they're willing to pay. I will let him go for a premium, quite simply, because the club would. Let's see what we can negotiate here now. Really, in my mind, I would want 32 million. We'll see if they just walk away or they entertain the bid to some degree. Right, they've gone up to 21 million with a sell-on fee. I'm going to add more to this now. We're going to go all the way up here to 29.9. Let's see what kind of deal we can broker here. 22. So it looks like Ollie is not going to negotiate and we aren't going to sell him for 22. I can guarantee you that. My limit would probably be about 28.5. If they don't accept this, it's fine. We'll walk away from the deal happy. They're going to walk away anyway. Moy Gomez stays for now. Transfer offer now from Ajax for Raul Albiol. And boys, I am extremely tempted. After using him in the last game, I quickly realised that he's not going to be good enough for us. And I'm tempted that they've offered his value. It could be a new lease of life for him. The injury has probably hampered his ability to be playing in our team. Vestergaard, Samakam. There's just better options now for us instead of Albiol. It would mean that we could potentially need to look for a new centre-back, maybe a young centre-back. I'm going to accept it. Well, we find ourselves in a cup game straight after that one. Copa de España, Real Zaragoza. They are the league below, so we will quick sim. I've rotated, but not massively. I want to go far in the cup. We will quick sim this one and see what result we get, but we haven't been in good form, and that will be a victory to get us potentially back on track. 3 goals there, Penna, Tailman, and Rafael Leao with the goal as well. Always good to see. So it appears now we have a Valencia double header. So with this being a transfer episode, I think what I might do is just play the one. There's been a lot of stuff to unpack in this episode anyway. I'm already running quite a good time span on this one. I think we'll just play the Valencia game. And then in the next episode, we will take your feedback and play Valencia in the Cup and valid the lead in the league and potentially get revenge on Real Betis again. But I think we'll just play just the Valencia one now. I think that makes sense. Let's see if we can go and get a result here against Valencia, though. Albiol couldn't reach a deal with Ajax. I'm assuming he wanted too much money on the wages. Ajax weren't willing to pay it, so he will be staying for now. And we will use him. 35. He will get some game time. He was just far too off the pace against Real Betis for us to survive in that match. So a little bit of a rotation in this one. Not too much, just a little bit. We've got to remember that we're playing 3 games this week. So the Valencia game now, then Valencia again in the Cup, and then Valladolid at the end of the week. So I've rotated just a touch, just to try and keep as many fresh legs as possible. This is still a very strong squad, in my opinion. It's going to be raining. Let's please go and get a win in this episode. That was painful, that last match. Well, we need to push to try and find our form again, and there's no better place to do that than here at home. And hopefully here on match day 20, the halfway 20? 20. I've been playing too much Football Manager. At the halfway stage of the season, hopefully we can bounce back here with a win as the second half of the season now begins. Let's see if the Yellow Submarine here can beat Valencia. This is not an easy game. They do have a good side, but we just need a better performance. And we're starting to learn a little bit more about the team. We play against some of these better teams. We just simply can't be carrying passengers. We need to make the rotations correct. Albiol, for me, is one of the main reasons why we suffered in the last game. But going forward, one shot in an entire match. It's a 12-minute match as well, might I add. We do 12-minute matches. One shot is not enough. Well, we will kick this one off, and hopefully we could do a little bit better in this one. I'm not going to chalk it down to first game of the day, because you can't play that badly on your first game of the day. It's just not doable. You need to do better than that. It's got to be better than that. Gerard Moreno maybe should pick that one up. It's got to be better than that. Now, the key to our success often is winning the ball back. We didn't do that in the last episode. In the last game. We need to do that this time round. He is going to track Arby, and he made the right choice because Arby is rapid. We fire it across, and Sillison is there. Early warning signs, though, for Valencia. Oh, ball coming forward now from Celta Vigo. They managed to get it back across. Wasn't too bad from them. We'll start playing this forward now. We're going to try and play our way out of trouble a little bit here. Go on, Gerard. He didn't make the run that I wanted. Arby. We've still got options here, though. Capoue finds Gerard Moreno now, who nudges it on to Paco Alcacer, who will try and whip that one across to Tailman. Ah, it was well blocked. It was a lovely idea. Maybe should have done a lifted cross there. It was a lovely idea. We're starting to just create some better attacks. We didn't have any of this against Real Betis, I'll be honest with you. It was one of those games where I think our shot on target might have come from a corner. Capoue! 1-0 Villarreal, and we are back on track. And it's Capoue from the corner. Oh, 1-0 Villarreal. That makes me feel so much better about this episode. We're coming out wide now. Pacini up against Purvis, and he's done fantastic. He won't do fantastic against Pau Torres, I wouldn't imagine. Carlos Soler now. They're going to get a free kick here in a dangerous position here for Valencia. This is very dangerous. Messi scored one from this kind of position earlier on in the season. I will bring Tailman across. Oh, that was so close from Carlos Soler. Very close. Let's see. I mean, the wall did a dreadful job of jumping there. But it was close. Luckily, no Cigar. Cigaris now. They'll let him run because they need to mark Arby. And Arby now is going to whip this one in for Gerard Moreno. Would that have been? I think that would have actually been Paco Alcacer. They've cleared it again. Another corner for Villarreal. We've scored from one already, as they highlight here. Etienne Capoue with the goal. See what we can do with another. And we'll whip this one into that area, that danger area. Paco Alcacer, and that's 2 for 2. And that's another corner goal. And Paco Alcacer with the header this time. He's not used to scoring them. And we'll take a 2-0 lead here, it looks like, going in towards half-time. And that gives me a little bit more hope because it gives us a bit of a buffer where Valencia has started to grow into this game. Trigaris now tries to play in Paco Alcacer. He might just get there. Alcacer tries to chip Sillison. Let's remember Paco had a wonderful trip earlier on in the season that went in. And I tried it again there, but it just wasn't to be. The goalkeeper closes down really quickly, although Penna's won the ball back here now. What can he do? I'm going to try and whip that one in towards Gerard Moreno. And Mangala's there to deal with it, and that should be half-time. And that will be half-time. Valencia going 2 goals to the good. Villarreal going 2 goals to the good. And happy days. Good goal as well for Paco Alcacer. He's got a few this season. I think that's 9 for the season. He's having a very good year here for us. Well, more of the same this second half. I imagine what the management side would have said. More of the same. Gerard Moreno now. What can he do? He needs a bit of help. He doesn't have the help. Mangala manages to cut that one out. Let's hope for a similar second half. I wouldn't mind a third. I really wouldn't. Obviously, Valencia, our opponents, again in the cup, but we will play a rotated side, I imagine. We will do that in the next episode, of course, and I think I wouldn't mind a cup run this year, so when we come up against the big sides, get to the later stages of the cup, I will play them, because I wouldn't mind a cup run this first season, to be fair. Oh, he's dragged that out for our ball. So we will play that, but I just don't fancy double Valencia in this episode. And plus, we have got a lot in this episode, actually. In reality, we can't keep that in. It's not our ball either. We've got a lot in with the transfers, so it kind of makes sense for us to do it that way. Let's see, though, if Valencia can show some fight here. I would like to beat them back-to-back, really. Yannick Vestergaard's come back into the team this one and been great. What can we do here? The goalkeeper will be down. Ooh, we got a little bit lucky there. That's the first time they've really done anything going forward. Tellman make the run. He did make the run enough for us to pass the football to him. What can he do now? Tellman, he wants Paco Alcacer to make a bit of a better run than that. He will lift it, and Gabriel Paulista will knock it out for a corner. But 2 corners today, 2 goals for Villarreal so far. So this isn't a good position that Valencia find themselves in. And the fact that it's Villarreal versus Valencia is getting me very tongue-tied. Well, Valencia making a change here as well now. Verbic off, Gonzalo Guedes on. A name I was kind of shocked not to see in the starting 11 was Guedes, but maybe they're saving him for the cup. They want a cup run as well. Their league season hasn't exactly been great. Let's see what we could do here. I'll whip this one in towards Gerard Moreno. Silerson is there. Will land to Arby, though. Oh, I spotted the goalkeeper down, and I went for something I shouldn't have gone for. I went for a chip, and I do apologise for that. Well, Valencia coming forward now with Gomez. Capoue is going to have given away a penalty. Capoue is going to have given away a penalty, and I think it was. I think it was a penalty, to be fair to Valencia. Gomez there. Oh, I don't know. It looks like he gets the ball there to me. Valencia now also bringing on Kevin Gamero, and we will go the wrong way, and Carlos Soler will make it 2-1, and this is game on now. This really is game on now, and we've had 2-goal leads before and dropped them. We're going to fall to the same fate here. It's a good penalty, really. It really is a good penalty from Carlos Soler, the captain. Hopefully they'll sell him soon. It's only his first goal this season, though, which is interesting to see. Halfway stage, only got 1 goal. But never mind. Now we've got an uphill mountain to climb. We really do have an uphill mountain to climb. Because we're really good at taking a 2-goal lead and then conceding loads of goals. So let's hope we can stay strong now for this second half. And let's see what we've got to offer. Gerard Moreno there will play an Arbe. I would love another goal. That would just probably kill this off, I think. 3-1's been a great scoreline for us this season. If we can get another here, that would probably be game over. But Capoue making a pass like that isn't going to get us another. They're playing on the dangerous edge here of Valencia. Gabriel Paulista and Tony Lato finally getting the ball out. And you wouldn't have imagined that it was those two that needed to rush here, and that is poor. Yannick Vestergaard will pick that up all day long. Paco Alcacer now needs a bit of help. He's going to get a bit of help, and Gerard Moreno with a wonderful touch will whip it across to Arbe, and that should be game, set, and match. What a touch from Gerard Moreno, and that'll be 3-1 Valencia. And Valencia, Villarreal Yorkie. It's because we're doing a Valencia Master League over on Twitch. If you aren't following me, go and follow me. Oh, it's going to be difficult. We've got another one of these games to do this season as well, where I'm going to get the names mixed up. But Arby scores, and we have the lead here in Villarreal. Oh, coming forward now is Valencia, and what a save there from Asensio. What a save. That's a big save in the grand scheme of this game. And Guedes will wonder how he hasn't made this 3-1. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 victory for Villarreal, and we do like a 3-1. And in the end, it was moderately comfortable, but what a performance there from some of the boys out on the field. And the problem is Valencia, I think, could cause us issues in the next game. They need to be starting Guedes, though, that's for sure. They definitely need to be starting him in the cup. Well, it was good there to get back to winning ways, but that was actually a very difficult game. And unfortunately for us, we will take them on again at the start of the next episode. I am going to say great performance to Gerard Moreno. He was fantastic. We have got a loan option here for Hassan. Again, they always do loan to buy on this game, so we will delegate that and we will change it with just a loan option. Hopefully Watford will come back. It'd be a great team for him to go and play some football at, but so far in terms of transfers, there's been a few dealings, but nothing big has happened yet. I think as we get closer to the deadline day, there'll probably be more stuff happen. But anyway, boys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Again, leave me players you want me to scout and players you think that will improve this team. We are showing now, like the Atletico Madrid game and the Betis game, that we're not as good as we thought we were a couple of episodes ago. The standing in the league does show us in third now with Real Sociedad, moving up to second, just a point ahead of us, as we've got 2 losses on the season now, 7 draws and 11 wins. Hopefully we can keep this form going. They want top 4. I'd like to get top 4. Do I think our squad is top 4 compared to the competition that is there in that group of teams? No, I don't. We don't have the world's greatest team. It has stuck out now, though, that in that game there against Valencia, we did far better in defence when we had Yannick Vestergaard on the pitch. He could be pivotal in what we try and achieve here as a team. And as long as we keep bringing in players like him to play at the back, we should be all right. Samakam is very similar to him in terms of his ability to win the ball back. I found with Vestergaard, when he wins the ball back, he wins the ball back. In the first game against Betis, we were winning the ball back, but it was then ending up straight back at Real Betis, and they could just mount this constant attack and this constant pressure, where we found it a little bit differently there against them. But thank you very much for watching, boys. I appreciate all the support as per usual. If you're around here, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and I will see you for the next episode where we finish the transfer window. We've got 2 or maybe 3 games. I think just 2 games. We'll do the Valladolid game and the Valencia game in the Cup.